screensavers. Everybody has one on their computer. On mine, I've loaded probably 15 or 20 different pictures, and I was looking at them here. In fact, I'm looking at them now, and I'm noticing that most all of them are these really majestic views where the eye just kind of goes out and you just appreciate the beauty of God's creation, and it's very inviting, almost compelling, in fact. And I find myself looking at them and going, I wonder what's next. And that also makes me think about our Over the Horizon campaign, which really asks the question, what's next? What's God's preferred future for us? And what are the things that He has for us over the horizon? And so right now, this fall, we're actively praying about this and considering this. Where are we going as a church? And so we're in this sort of major evaluation mode where we're doing external evaluation as well as internal one where we're just sort of sitting down with all the different ministry teams in our church, and we're prayerfully asking the question, where are our strengths, God, in this particular area? And trying to be honest with ourselves and saying, where are our weaknesses? And where are our opportunities? God, where would you like us to move into? And what are the things that are possibly threatening those opportunities? And as we do this evaluation, we just have two images that we're trying to keep front and center in our mind. And one is, where is God's fire burning in our church? Where is He at work? Because we want to come alongside and sort of pour gas on that fire so it gets even bigger, so we're really agreeing with God in ministry. And the second one, of course, it's not original with me, is we're just praying, we're saying, God, break my heart with the things that break your heart, so that we can pour more prayer and more people and the gifts that God has given them and more resources into the fire that God has burning in our church, wherever that is, and that He would break our hearts with the things that break His. Because we believe that God has positioned our church with a good future where we're going to see more and more people come to Christ. You know, it's incredibly exciting to sit down with new believers and talk to them about their relationship with God, or to answer the questions and to dialogue with people that are just kind of checking God out and they're not so sure. It's an exciting thing. So we think God has that in our future, more and more people being baptized. We believe that God has healthy growth for us in the future. And we believe that He wants us to continue to impact our community, to love the city of Lethbridge and the people here and people all over the globe. And so we have a number of projects ongoing, many of which that you're aware of and are invited to be a part of. Among other things that we're doing to make sure that we're ready for God's preferred future is that we try to staff appropriately so we can move when God directs. And we've tried to build a facility and add on to that so that we really can say, here we go, when God points the direction He would have us go into. So part of going forward and answering that question, what's next, God, is taking care of the here and the now. And so that kind of birthed for us this Over the Horizon campaign, which is a twice yearly offering. And so we sort of go on a cycle of 3 with it. So 2 of the offerings, one in the spring and one in the fall, goes to a project here at UDAC, University Drive Alliance Church. And then the 3rd one in the cycle is always an offering we give away completely to some project or people outside of our church. So right now, coming this fall in our Over the Horizon offering, we're focusing on the renovation that we did in 2005, in which we raised money and took on the activity of repairing a bunch of things here at the church and updating the decor here, and then expanding, adding a balcony and different things like that, so we could make room for the people that are continuing to come to our church. And held over from that, we still owe about $113,000, which we're trying to clear off the books. And so for the coming Over the Horizon Sunday, we will provide you with a special Over the Horizons envelope. And we're just asking you to prayerfully say, God, what would you have me do? No pressure, just inviting you, as we always do, to give not $1 more and not $1 less than exactly what God would lead you to do. And then on Over the Horizon Sunday, say, I really want to continue to be part of God's preferred future here at our church, and I'm going to give and give liberally as He's led me for Over the Horizon.